The scene opens with Lilith, the devil's daughter, trapped in a skyscraper spreading evil through the internet, because nothing says evil like giving terrible advice online, right? When her dad frees the poor tied-up teacher and scolds Lilith for skipping classes, she proudly shows off her skills in envy manipulation, with a tactic that's basically, let's go shopping. The evil plan? Get some girls to steal after mocking their clothes, all without using magic, because, you know, humans need to choose to do bad things. Lilith demands a mission in the real world, but the devil's classic response is, nice try, sweetie, maybe in a week, if you don't mess things up. Fast forward, Lilith gets her task, Greta, the sweetest girl you've ever seen, and her ridiculously nice family. The devil gives her a black orb that measures emotions. The challenge? It only turns black if Lilith is completely evil. So, she tries everything to corrupt Greta, breaking plates, mocking her kindness, even flaunting her designer dress, as if that would work. But Greta stays unshaken. In fact, she's so unbothered that Lilith starts to wonder if being good is some kind of superpower. Things heat up at school when Lilith sets Eddie's hair on fire with perfume and a lighter. Yep, she's starting to have fun. Now, here's the part one wouldn't handle well, climbing a church tower with a guy like Samuel. Seriously, Lilith, you had every reason to turn back, boiling holy water, Bible pages turning on their own, but no, you kept going, and worse, you felt joy. Then Lilith gets confused when Samuel kisses her, so she bolts. Later, Greta gets a makeover, and despite Lilith pushing her to rebel, they both end up in conservative outfits to avoid Greta's mom's wrath. It's like trying to stage a teen rebellion in a PG-rated movie. By the way, did you know this movie was originally called Mean Teuflisch Gut Freunden? Pretty fitting for a film where the devil's daughter struggles to be evil, just like Lilith here. Speaking of which, if I were Lilith, I'd steer clear of any emotional entanglements, no sneaking off to meet Samuel on the rooftop. But I get it, teenage rebellion is irresistible. And you, what would you do if you had a week to prove you're a good devil's apprentice like Lilith? Would you dive into chaos or play it safe? Let me know in the comments. Continuing the story, during their outing, Greta confesses that her mom believes personality should define a person, not clothes. Sibylle firmly believes that people become slaves to fashion, following every trend. Greta, however, is dying to know what it's like to be popular. Lilith, of course, has the magic solution: everyone's going to adore you and want to be your friend. The plan starts with Lilith bragging that Sibylle killed it at New York Fashion Week. Melody and Daria, of course, doubt it, but Lilith, with her sharp tongue, points out that Greta wouldn't be wearing the dress if it wasn't in style. Soon after, Lilith instructs Greta to act like the queen of arrogance, but the best she can manage is a clumsy pose, until Carlo shows up and, like magic, Greta transforms into a confident model. Then, Lilith, always crafty, uses Photoshop to create fake articles about Sibylle's dresses, even convincing the skeptical Melody and Daria. But not everything goes smoothly, as Lilith gets summoned to Principal Papenhoff's office, accused of punching his son. She doesn't deny it but still mocks by saying she could have done better. The result? A scolding, or not. Vice Principal Seidel, who can't stand the principal and his son, gives Lilith a chocolate bar as a reward. Meanwhile, Samuel sets off the fire alarm to get Lilith out of school and take her to the beach. Nothing says romance like a seaside stroll after a false alarm. While Greta struggles, without much success, to follow Lilith's advice to be more arrogant with Melody and Daria, the girls ask her to have her mom make dresses for them too. Greta, of course, agrees but can barely hide how uncomfortable she feels trying to look tough. In the midst of all this, Lilith confesses to Samuel that her dad wants to trap her, and Samuel, the rebellious prince that he is, promises to rescue her. However, love starts to rear its head, and Lilith, terrified by the idea, runs off to the market, where she meets Gabriel. There, she opens up, admitting that she wants to go home, not to her father's house, but to the home she found with Greta and her family. Things get complicated when Greta finds out the truth about Lilith's involvement in her disastrous encounters with Carlo. Broken heart? Check. Dramatic confrontation between friends? Of course. As Lilith tries to process her feelings, Samuel throws his ticket to Berlin into the sea, admitting he wants to stay and finish school, all because of Lilith. She, of course, panics at the thought of having influenced a rebel to become a dedicated student. Total chaos. On the day of the festival, Lilith and her father watch Greta and the girls' big performance. Even with the costumes sabotaged by itching powder, Greta shines, tossing her mother's dress to the crowd in a fashion rebellion. Now, about what I wouldn't do: never, and I mean never, take advice from Lilith on how to act arrogant. Maybe I'd give Carlo a chance right from the start, without waiting for him to show up and ruin my first kiss out of sheer nervousness. I found it interesting how Lilith, who spends the entire movie trying to be the villain, realizes she has a heart along the way, and the real evil she commits is actually making people better. Ironically, that's what earns her place as the representative of evil, or is it good? I don't even know anymore. Guys, we're almost at 500 subscribers, so if you're enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help me grow. Thanks so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.